How do degree apprenticeships actually work? Let me tell you. Because most people chatting about apprenticeships don't know what they're talking about. You're working 80% of the time and you have one study day a week. This accounts to 20% because degree apprenticeships aren't just a backup option. They're a full-time paid job and a structured university course, which is why it's 3 to 6 years in duration, which moves me on to the financial aspects. A free university degree, meaning you will not get into the average student debt in the UK of £48,000. Instead, you're going to get a free university degree alongside a £21,000 to £30,000 salary in your starting year. So when you're 18 or 19 starting an apprenticeship, you're going to be earning a great salary, up to £30,000, with the bonus being you get £0 of student debt, which I mentioned earlier, and just shows that financially this is such a good option if you want to be financially free at a young age. But one by one, here's exactly what your day is actually going to look like. 80% working, 20% studying. For me, I work 4 days a week in the office and 1 day of study a week, which accounts for the 20% study, 80% work split. When I'm working, I'm handling client calls, I'm managing projects, I'm helping other people do their work. And with that balance of going to university and also working, I feel like it's the perfect mix, and it's applied learning, because what you learn at college in one day, you're going to apply in the job the next day, which is why it's called an apprenticeship. You're studying and working on the job, which ties into the duration, which is my next slide. Degree apprenticeships, as you can see by the slide, take 3 to 6 years to complete depending on your qualification. For example, at A&O Sherman, this law firm, or JP Morgan, one of the best investment banks in the world, you get a wide array of work experience in law, in banking, corporate, international capital markets, litigation departments. The list goes on. And at JP Morgan, you're obviously going to be in the financial services world, dealing with banks in places like London, Bournemouth and Edinburgh. Just showing that you're going to get all that work experience for years alongside a full degree or equivalent qualification. But whilst you're studying this qualification, let's just bust this myth right now. You do get a proper university degree for free, no strings attached. For example, Denton's, you get a law LLB degree. KPMG, you get a digital and technology degree, depending on the industry you choose. Goldman Sachs, you get economics degree, you get a tech degree, or you get a financial services qualification. And as you can see here, these firms sponsor your qualification, they give you the work experience, and they also pay completely for your qualification. So at the end of the day, you're going to be in a much better position than your university mates, because they're going to be paying tens of thousands of pounds to get the same qualification you're getting for free. So your employer funds your studying and you get paid. It's simple. And staying on our favorite topic, which is salaries, of course, the average first year salary of a degree apprentice is, as you can see on the screen, £21,000 to £30,000. And on average, in 2025, degree apprentices get paid £23,000. But some firms are crazy. White & Case pays you £33,000 at 18 or 19 years old, straight out of sixth form or college, which is mad. It all depends, but on average, you're going to be getting paid a really good salary for your age group. And on the flip side, university students, they get into an average debt, as you can see on the screen, £48,470. Madness. And some students have even reached debt of nearly £250,000. That's debt that they have to repay plus interest, which is around 9% these days. But as you can see by the visual on the bottom right, you're not only getting a good salary, you're avoiding over £40,000 worth of student debt, plus the work experience, plus the benefits like free gym, free healthcare, free dental care, etc. But the sad thing is, most students, like yourselves, don't actually pursue this option because of what other people say. And that's why I built Vanguard Society and why I'm giving you this course right now for free. Because I want to help as many of you do degree apprenticeships and help you get to these levels. So next, we're going to be talking about whether you should go to university or do a degree apprenticeship, depending on your situation. So once you finish up with this lesson, move on to the next one. I'll see you there.